In 1985, there was chaos in our country. My parents were dating. And in January of 1986, the NRA took power, and there was tranquility at the time. My parents eventually gave birth to me in 1986 December, that very year. Right, Honorable Speaker, my parents had a debate about the name to give me. And they wanted to name me Yoweri, in memory of the man who led the war to bring tranquility to our country. But as they had further debate about it, they decided to give me the English version of the name Yoweri. And that's how I get to be called Joel. Honorable Speaker, when I look back at the 39 years of the man after whom I was named, I am disturbed. I am disgruntled. And I think that the hero after whom I was named became a shadow of his former past. I have a little book, among other books in my house, called the 10-Point Program. It's a little book. I want to encourage especially members of the NRM to read that book, because I'm sure many of you have not read it. You just hear about it. Please get a copy of that book, the 10-Point Program. It's a very small book. You can read it in even 30 minutes if you're a fast reader. The 10-Point Program. An amazing book. Honorable Speaker, point number 7 of the 10 points is elimination of corruption and misuse of power. If I'm to use just that yardstick, if I had more time, I would go over all the 10, but I'll just dwell on that number 7. Elimination of corruption and misuse of power. Honorable Speaker, we lose over 10 trillion shillings to corruption every year under the NRM government that promised to eliminate corruption. I hope that you score yourselves and see how you are doing today. And by the way, the report of 10 trillion shillings, that's your government report. If it was my assessment, you would say, look, you're just making these things up. I hope that you assess yourselves. Misuse of power, right, Honorable Speaker. There was a time, I was in the media, and some research was done among the citizenry, and each time that research was done, they were asking, are you more confident of police or UPDF? Each time that research was done, the citizens would say they were more confident about the UPDF. They prided themselves more in the UPDF. That's the army that brought this regime into power. I don't know if that research was done today, a similar response would come from the citizenry. Honorable Speaker, there are some officers of the UPDF, both senior and junior, who respect the rule of law, and whom we salute and acknowledge. But, Honorable Speaker, there are some senior and junior UPDF officers who totally disregard the law. We see some of them threatening to behead leaders in this country, to hang others in this country. They call some of their colleagues buffoons. They are fellow senior officers in uniform. I hope that you can score yourselves on the misuse of power that is held by some of these senior officers. Finally, Right Honorable Speaker, court-martial, which was introduced by this regime to discipline serving military officers, has become another example of misuse of power. Civilians are arraigned before this court, persecuted in a manner so wanton, they'll be denied bail for 4 years and more. Leaders in this country, respectable leaders like Dr. Kanokiza Besigye, who fought to bring this regime to power, is now being persecuted under the court-martial. I hope that this regime can make a good assessment of yourselves 39 years down the road. And hopefully you can be ashamed of certain things The same way you are celebrating some things. And it's okay to celebrate certain things. But I hope you can say, this is shameful, we need to do better. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kabanda.
I want to thank the Minister for his statement. Firstly, Right Honorable Speaker, the leader of the opposition has said that he's disgruntled, but for me, as a member of the National Resistance Movement and our colleagues this side, we are contented with the National Resistance Movement government. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to thank His Excellency the President, the Minister for the Presidency, and the Cabinet for allowing to host these celebrations from Mulengera. Thank you so much. You all remember that the Liberation War started from my constituency. That is Kabamba, where we have Kabamba 1 and Kabamba 2. And Mulengera district, having made such huge contribution, we had never hosted any celebrations. And we want to thank His Excellency the President for accepting to host these celebrations from our district. We are so, so grateful. Right Honorable Speaker, Mulengera district has been and will continue supporting the NRM government because of the many achievements that we have received from this government. And we are very grateful for the contribution that the government has given to the people of Mulengera. Right Honorable Speaker, for those who don't know, Mulengera district is one of those districts that has benefited a lot in this government. I must inform the leader of the opposition that Mulengera hosts the regional referral hospital for Greater Mulengera. And it's a contribution to the people of Mulengera. The government should have chosen to take it to another district. Right Honorable Speaker, the government of Uganda,
Conclude, Honorable. Conclude as area MP.
Recently signed a contract with Technovia company to tarmac a road from Rusalira, Kasambia, Nkonge, up to Sembabule, where Kabamba is. And we are very grateful for that as the people of Mulengera. As we talk now, Right Honorable Speaker, I know most of you will be coming to Mulengera. You will see the road from Mitiana up to Kasambia is under reconstruction by Enago Company Limited. The road from Mulengera to Kakumiro up Hoima is tarmacked by the NRM government. You can cross from Guru, you go to Masindi, go to Hoima, come up to Mulengera without passing through Kampala. Now the government is going to work on a road that I have just mentioned. So you'll be able to connect from all parts of the country through Mulengera without going through driving on a Maram road. That's a contribution for the national resistance movement. Lastly, Right Honorable Speaker, I want to join the Minister and the government in inviting you to Mulengera on Sunday, on the 26th. Come and sleep there so that our hotels can get visitors. Come and eat our food.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Kabanda.
Thank you, Right Honorable.
We shall be joining you in Mubende.
Honorable Speaker, allow me also to add my voice to commend the Minister for his elaborate statement. Right Honorable Speaker, Martin Luther King had this to say, that the right is right even though the majority says it's wrong. As long as it's right, you can easily touch, feel, or test because it is right. I want to base on this statement, Right Honorable Speaker. I have seen my brother, Honorable SSENYONYI, a leader of opposition. Indeed, he has appreciated that if it wasn't national resistance movement, indeed he will not be in existence as of today. Because it is only and only this government that immunized him, that has given him his very good conducive environment for him to go to school. I need to be protected.
Point of order.
Right Honorable Speaker, I thought that as I was speaking, Honorable Kangwaji, among others, were very attentive. I discovered not. For the Honorable colleague to say that I exist because of the NRM, it is shameful, it is problematic, it makes me apoplectic. Honorable Speaker, are we soon going to begin to thank the NRM for the rising of the sun? That we should also thank them for the oxygen that we breathe. Honorable Speaker, I think my colleague needs to withdraw that very problematic statement that I exist because of the NRM. I hope that he'll be smart enough to do that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I didn't get it that way. Yes. No. I'm meaning what Honorable Kangwaji said is really not what Honorable Joel. Listen. What the Honorable Joel said. Me, the only thing I got from what Honorable Joel said was if it wasn't from 7, he wouldn't have a name. Because he's named after Yoweri. I don't know if that one I also got it wrong. No. You said you were named after Yoweri. Oh, okay. No, Honorable Joel has said even without without Yoweri M7, the president, he would have a name. Okay? Me, I had thought he wouldn't have a name, at least a Christian name. But Honorable Kangwaji, really, for the comfort of the member.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
The member is saying you are claiming his only arrived because of NRM, and for him, he knows even without NRM, he would be arrived.
I concur with you, Right Honorable Speaker, and I withdraw. But I wanted him also to get me well.
But don't withdraw his name, Joel.
Of course, I cannot do that. Right Honorable Speaker, to emphasize on my point, it is very, very, very clear, and it is well known in this world, that Uganda is peaceful. It is peaceful to an extent that we have gone ahead and exported peace to our neighboring countries. It is well recorded and well registered. You know that your sons and daughters are in very many countries exporting peace, and they have tried so hard to make sure that other countries are at peace. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to inform this August House that it is only and only in this country, and it is only and only NRM as government, that has managed to take money to Mwananchi on the ground. You know the money we have given the people on the ground in the program of PDM, Party Development Model Program. Right Honorable Speaker, you can hardly find it anywhere. If there is any person who wants maybe to challenge me on that, I think we are able to discuss. But it is only and only this government, through this parliament, where we found that it is clear for us to make sure that each and every person in this country should be in the money economy. And we did it. So that attribute itself should go back to NRM as an achievement. Sadly, Right Honorable Speaker, it is quite hard. But for us as Banyankore, we have a saying that for those ones who do not want to know the power the influence and the sacrifices of their parents. They are the very ones to say that it has happened, oh God, because I know it. Let me tell you, it is only and only those people, your brothers and sisters, who woke up one morning and said, enough is enough, let's go and bring peace to Ugandans. And they did it. It is hard for us to sit here and say, no, government has not done anything. It is quite important for us to continue celebrating this and to continue telling Ugandans that the government has done a lot. Take an example of Isingiro, right, Honorable Speaker. In Isingiro, we used not to have water. But as I talk today, we have seen water in Isingiro. We used not to have access roads. We used not have even a single Tamaka road. We used not even have peace, but we have gotten them because of NRM. So,
thank you, Honorable
as I
Peter.
go-